Understanding the online money landscape. The rise of the digital economy. Back in early 2020, the world changed in ways none of us expected. A pandemic forced millions into their homes, and with that shift, the way we thought about work began to evolve. Suddenly, people who had never considered making money online were setting up home offices, experimenting with side hustles, and realizing that maybe, just maybe, this online income thing wasn't just for tech wizards or digital nomads sipping smoothies in Bali. It could be for ordinary people too. People like you. People like me. Now, it's 2025, and we're in the middle of a digital gold rush. But it's not the wild, chaotic one it used to be. The tools are better, the platforms are more refined, and most importantly, the opportunities are more accessible than ever before. You don't need a computer science degree or a massive budget to get started. You need curiosity, consistency, and a little guidance, which is where this guide comes in. When I first started exploring ways to make money online, I was overwhelmed. Every blog promised overnight riches. Every YouTube guru had a secret method that only they knew. And every ad seemed to scream at me with something too good to be true. I made mistakes, spent money on courses I didn't need, signed up for platforms I never used. If I could go back, I'd tell myself to slow down, breathe, and take the time to understand the landscape before making any moves. That's what this first chapter is about, orientation. If you're here, reading this, you're likely standing at the edge of something new. Maybe you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you want to build a future that doesn't depend on a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you're just curious. Whatever brought you here, you deserve to know that yes, making money online is real. And no, it's not just a fad. It's a living, breathing part of the global economy now. One of the first things to understand is that online income isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. Some people thrive as freelancers, working with clients around the world from their kitchen table. Others prefer to build digital products that sell while they sleep. And then there are creators, video makers, writers, educators, who earn by sharing their thoughts, stories, and skills with an audience. You may not know what path is right for you yet. That's okay. Most people don't figure it out until they've tried a few things. The key is to stay open and allow yourself to experiment. But before we dive into those income paths, I want to talk about something even more important: mindset. When you're used to traditional employment, clocking in, earning a fixed wage, waiting for promotions, it can be hard to grasp the unpredictable rhythm of online income. There's no guaranteed check every Friday when you work for yourself. No clear ladder to climb. At first, that can feel scary. But once you start seeing results, that same unpredictability begins to feel like freedom. The first few dollars you earn online will mean more than any paycheck you've ever received. I remember selling my first digital download for $7. I had spent 3 hours making a productivity template on Canva. When someone bought it, I couldn't stop smiling. It wasn't about the money. It was the validation. It told me this works. Someone I had never met found value in something I created. That moment changed everything. The truth is, most people give up too soon. They try one thing, get discouraged, and convince themselves it's a scam. But if you're willing to be patient, if you're willing to fail and keep showing up anyway, you will start to see momentum. And once that ball starts rolling, it's hard to stop. Another mindset shift that helped me was learning to think like a builder instead of a worker. In a traditional job, you exchange time for money. But online, you can create things, videos, guides, apps, tools that keep working for you long after you've logged off. It's not about working harder. It's about creating systems and assets that scale your effort. Now, let's talk about goals. A lot of people jump into the online world saying, I just want to make extra cash. And that's a fair starting point. But it helps to dig deeper. Why do you want that extra money? Is it to pay down debt? Travel more? Quit your job someday? Your why will keep you grounded when the process feels slow or uncertain. Write down your goal. Be specific. Instead of saying, I want to make money online, try something like, I want to earn $1,000 per month from freelance writing by the end of this year so I can reduce my hours at work. That clarity gives your actions direction. Also, be honest about your available time. If you're working full-time and raising kids, you're not going to be able to spend 8 hours a day launching an e-commerce store. But that doesn't mean you can't make progress. Even 1 hour a day, consistently, can move mountains over time. Some of the most successful people I know started by dedicating just their lunch breaks or evenings to building something new. Tracking your progress helps too. When everything's digital, it's easy to lose track of what you've done. Keep a simple spreadsheet. Track what you tried, what worked, what didn't. Treat this like a real business, even if it doesn't feel like one yet. You're building habits that will serve you later when the money starts coming in. I want to share one more thing before we wrap this part. There's a lot of noise out there. People will tell you that their way is the only way. But the truth is, everyone's journey is different. What works for a single college student might not work for a stay-at-home parent. What worked in 2022 might not work now in 2025. Don't get distracted by trends or hype. Stay focused on what aligns with your goals, your time, and your values. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Join communities. Follow creators who share transparently. Engage with people on platforms like Reddit, Discord, or even Twitter X, who are also on this journey. We're not alone. In fact, one of the most beautiful things about building income online is the sense of connection it creates. Even when you're working from your bedroom, you're part of something much bigger. Paragraph end quotes. We'll go deeper into how to identify your starting point and choose the best online income path based on your current strengths, schedule, and interests. We'll also explore a few of the tools that are shaping online work in 2025. AI assistants, automation apps, and creator platforms that are changing the game for beginners. There are so many ways to make money online that it's easy to fall into what people call shiny object syndrome. Jumping from one method to another, always chasing the next big thing. I've been there. I spent months trying to do everything at once. One week, I was starting a YouTube channel. The next, I was building a print-on-demand store. And the week after that, I was trying to write ebooks. I felt productive, but I wasn't actually moving forward. What helped me finally get traction was looking inward instead of outward. I stopped asking, what's the fastest way to make money online? And started asking, what do I already know, enjoy, or do well that could become valuable online? That shift changed everything. If you're not sure where to begin, take a moment to reflect on your existing skills. No matter how simple they seem. Are you organized? You might do well as a virtual assistant. Are you good at explaining things clearly? That could lead to online tutoring, content creation, or course building. Do you enjoy design, writing, or research? There are platforms that pay for each of those talents. Don't underestimate the value of things you consider normal. I once met a woman who turned her passion for meal planning into a digital product business. She created weekly grocery lists and prep guides and began selling them online. Within a few months, she had a loyal following and a steady income, all from a skill she once thought was just part of her daily routine. On the flip side, if you feel like you don't have any marketable skills yet, don't worry. 2025 is a remarkable time to learn. YouTube is packed with free tutorials. AI tools like ChatGPT can help you brainstorm and refine ideas. There are low-cost courses that teach you everything from coding to copywriting. You're not behind, you're just beginning. Let's talk about some of the tools that can support you right away. If you're creating content, whether it's videos, blogs, or social media posts, tools like Canva can help you design thumbnails, posts, and lead magnets without needing graphic design experience. Want to write an ebook but feel stuck on structure? AI writing tools like ChatGPT or Jasper can help you outline and even polish your drafts. There's also automation. You don't have to manually handle every task anymore. Platforms like Zapier let you connect different apps so your emails, downloads, and updates happen in the background. Even simple things like scheduling content can be automated with tools like Buffer or Later. And let's not ignore the platforms themselves. Whether you're creating short videos on TikTok, selling printables on Etsy, freelancing on Upwork, or teaching on Skillshare, these companies have spent years building systems that help people like you earn money. The key is learning how to work with their rules and features. In 2025, artificial intelligence plays a bigger role than ever. That might sound intimidating, but it's actually empowering for beginners. AI can take your raw ideas and help you turn them into professional-level content. It can suggest headlines, format blog posts, improve grammar, even generate product names. But remember, AI is a tool, not a replacement for your voice. Use it to enhance what you already bring to the table. As you explore your options, try not to judge your progress against someone else's. Everyone's starting from a different place. Some have more time. Others have more technical experience. Some people have a bigger support system. What matters is not how fast you go, but how consistent you are. You'll run into roadblocks. You might publish a product that doesn't sell. You might apply to 10 freelance gigs and hear nothing back. That's okay. The online world can be quiet at first, but I promise it starts to speak back if you keep showing up. Think of this as planting seeds. You don't see results the day after planting, but if you keep watering, keep tending, eventually something sprouts, and then something else, and before you know it, you're harvesting a garden that started with just one small step. The rest of this guide will walk you through specific paths you can take: freelancing, digital products, content creation, affiliate marketing, and more. You'll learn not only how they work, but how to start them with little or no experience. My hope is that by the end, you'll feel confident picking a direction and taking action, even if that first step feels small. This world is waiting for you. The internet doesn't care about your background, your job title, or your age. It cares about value, and you have value to offer. You just have to believe it enough to begin. Period.